Good evening, one and all present here. Respected dignitaries, head of institutions, faculty members, and all my dear colleagues. I, Bhumika Kulkarni, on behalf of Rural Dental College, welcome you all to Padmanjali 2022 award ceremony. As we all know, we have gathered here to congratulate everyone for the grand success of Padmanjali 2022. It has been a blast since Padmanjali started from October 6th by inaugurating the event, which was followed by days from respective colleges and our beloved stage events, which included dances and dramas. Every one of you has worked very hard and tirelessly for days and nights to make this event a grand success. So please give a huge round of applause for each and every one of you present here. We have been graced by a very special person who is going to share his thoughts about what you truly hold within you, that is, unleash the power of your true self. Let's give a huge round of applause and welcome our today's chief guest, a well-known ISKCON speaker, respected His Grace Shri Shikshashtakam Prabhuji, Guest of Honor, Honorable Dr. Rajendra V.K. Patil Sir, Vice Chancellor Dr. Vishnu Magre Sir, and Trustee Dr. Suvarnatai V.K. Patil Ma'am. I consider it a great honor to welcome Dr. Vishnu Magre Sir to speak a few words.
Namaskar. May I request the dignitaries to please come and offer the Pushpanjali and also lit the lamp. Please come, do an honor.
Thank you, dignitaries. Now I request Mr. Siddharth Kumawat and Ms. Shivani Jadhav to grace this occasion by singing Ganesh Vandana.
गणनायकाय गणदेवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरी तनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदेवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरुवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यगलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्म सदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्र परितात्रे गुरुपाखण्डकण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतपुत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गूजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
Thank you, Siddharth and Shivani. I would now call Dr. Vishnu Magre sir to give his welcome address.
Namaskar and Jai Shri Krishna. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I feel so much honored to introduce His Grace Shikshastakam. This is just like to explain the obvious to advise a wise man. अर्थात ये सूरज को दीप दिखाने जैसा है. I would like to read a shlok from Bhagavad Gita from chapter 3 and verse 21, which says and which justifies Prabhuji's contribution. Yadya acharti shrestasta tada devastasa janaha sa et pramanam kurute lokasta anuvartate. Arthat, whatever actions great persons perform, common people follow. Whatever standards they set, all the world pursues. Prabhuji is a well-known spiritual preacher of ISKCON, and presently he is serving at ISKCON Nashik. The ISKCON, that is International Society for Krishna Consciousness, was founded by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Sri Prabhupada Ji, in the year 1966 in New York. The mission of this movement is to promote the well-being of the society by teaching the science of Krishna consciousness according to Bhagavad Gita and other ancient scriptures. His Grace Prabhuji joined ISKCON in the year 1998. Before joining ISKCON, Prabhuji served Indian Air Force for 7 long years, and during his tenure, he was selected as a fighter pilot and also represented Indian Air Force in National Tennis Championship. Prabhuji became servant of Supreme Commander, Lord Shri Krishna, and preaches to incite the minds and souls of devotees. In Bhagavad Gita, by verse 42 of chapter 3, which says, Indriyani parastehur indriyebhya param manaha manastu para buddhiryo buddhehi paratastu saha. Arthat, the senses are superior to the gross body, and superior to the senses is the mind. Beyond the mind is the intellect, and even beyond the intellect is the soul. Prabhuji has also sung many bhajans which are available on the internet. Being expert at scientific explanation of Vedic culture, and by his profound knowledge, he has attracted many people, mainly youths, to the Krishna consciousness movement. He conducts lifestyle management seminars in many reputed educational institutions, corporate sectors, and industries. Being famous for his wit and wisdom, he is welcomed throughout the world for presentations. As a part of his preaching tour, he frequently visits many countries like United Kingdom, Europe, United States, and many others. He had conducted seminars in many reputed universities like New York, Columbia, Manchester, Cambridge, Liverpool, and Penn State University, and today he is in our university. He is director of ISKCON Youth Forum and member of Temple Management Committee of ISKCON Nashik. Today, we are all very fortunate to have Prabhuji here, and we will be benefited by his valuable words. We are very much thankful, Prabhuji, as he kindly accepted our request and graced this occasion of award-giving ceremony, and also to ignite our souls today with his wisdom and knowledge. I would like to read a shloka again from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse 47 for all the audience and particularly the youths and the students sitting in front. Karmanne vadika raste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhava te sakostav karmani. meaning you have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to the inactions. Prabhuji, today we are bidding farewell to a 10-day-long celebrations Padmanjali with heavy hearts. It is basically a cultural festival having several means, nuances, and manifestations of our feelings, joy, happiness, and gratefulness that appeals to our intellect and talent. It is expressed in terms of arts and science, sports and games, dance and drama, taste and interest, music and songs, drawings and paintings, and food and foodies. We were the creators, performers, and the demonstrators of our own deeds and doings of every art form thus exhibited. We wrote, we directed, we choreographed, we acted, we performed, and we danced. There were moments during all these 10 days of wit and humor when we laughed. There were tunes and lyrics at which we clapped and danced. There were moments of separation and being lonely when our seniors danced and performed for their last. There were moments when our hearts were beating with sorrow and pain, seeing the hardships of the Divyangs shown and got charged on seeing that their commitment turning impossible to the possible. There were moments of feeling thrilled, excited, and pride, and being patriotic on seeing the coronation ceremony of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And the battle fought by our soldiers of the three forces. All performances, either solo or in contingent of 40 at least, were without flaw, mistake, or any contingency. Every act and activity carried, we learned, was a message and lesson woven around humanity seen through health and well-being of a man. We would be appreciating and felicitating a few today, although every one of who participated, enacted, and performed have entertained and engaged us in enjoying few moments of our happy life. Although every one of them deserves such felicitation. Those who would be felicitated, they are representative and symbolic. The symphony, harmony, cadence, and credibility maintained and monitored of the entire program was due to the unseen council of students. You were never seen the students coming in front, but they were all behind the curtain. And their leader, Professor Dr. Rahul Kunkulo. On behalf of everyone here at the university, and on behalf of our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Rajendra Ji Vikhe Patil, I put on record our sincere appreciation, gratification, and gratefulness to them, including Mrs. Suvarna Tai, Dhruva Patil, and Punjab Rao Ji Aher, who stood behind us like solid rock in making this Padmanjali a grand success. And that too, when we were dwindling in a sea rough of certainty and uncertainty caused due to the prolonged monsoon and very fierce sea monsoon. I welcome Prabhuji and every one of you for today's most serene, tranquil, and pious program of this evening, making us learn the life, how it is to be lived. With this, I would like to take your leave. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Krishna once again.
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, I would now request Chancellor Honorable Dr. Rajendra V.K. Patil sir and all our dignitaries to welcome and felicitate our chief guest, respected His Grace Shri Shikshashtakam Prabhuji. Thank you, dignitaries. Now the members of ISKCON Ahmednagar, I request you all to welcome and felicitate Honorable Dr. Rajendra V.K. Patil sir. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. As it is said that the path to heaven goes through a guru. A guru is a person who enlightens us with his knowledge, shows us the path, guides us through it, and helps us to become our true self. Man can never achieve his utmost potential, but with the help of a guru and the divine power, one can surely get close to it. So I feel blessed to welcome the one who has graced us with his presence here, His Grace Shri Shikshashtakam Prabhuji, to guide us how to unleash the power of your true self. So everyone, put your hands together and welcome Shri Prabhuji.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Can I have some water? Hare Krishna. Am I audible enough to all of you? Right at the end, at the back. So first of all, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks and gratitude unto Mr. Rajendra Vike Patil and all the organizers and this entire institute. In fact, when I was passing by and going through the different buildings and the wonderful aesthetics of this institute, I was just feeling that how all of you are so honored and blessed. In fact, to begin with, I would like to congratulate all of you that you are being part of this wonderful, not just state-of-the-art institute. When sir was mentioning that we have this state-of-the-art institute over here, I was just focusing on that particular term, state of art. In fact, after I got to know the report of what all the other magnanimous activities which this institute is undertaking, I would want to say that it's not just state of the art, but state of the heart. It is coming right from the heart and benefiting so many over here, all of you. You are the active participants of this particular institute. So to begin with, I would like to congratulate all of you. I would like to thank Mr. V.K. Patil and his entire team for decades and decades of such dedicated service unto human society. Thank you, sir, very much. So, I remember I had come here, I guess maybe a decade ago, more than 10 years ago, and it was a similar setup like this. And whenever I encounter a setting wherein students are in front of me, I remember my school days, especially, we had one mathematics teacher, her name Mrs. Margaret. And once, if I recall, I must have been in my 9th standard. And she asked a very interesting question. Want to know? She asked, of the two personalities in your life, who is superior? दो शख्स आपकी जिंदगी में, उनमें से कौन ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है? Who is more important? So the two personalities, one is your mother and the other is your teacher. Now, it was a very serious question, of course. And we, at that point of time, mathematics teacher, always you have, the mathematics teachers are more stricter than the other teachers because they are more calculative. They are more into, problem solving. So we were very sincerely trying to answer this question. And of course, being in 9th standard, we were quite naive and neophyte at that point of time. So sincerely trying to answer that question, I remember saying that, of course, my mother is superior to my teacher. She gave me birth and, Matru Deva Bhava, things like that. And literally everyone was of the same opinion that mother is superior to teacher. Now, our Mrs. Margaret had a twist to the answer to this question. You want to know? She said, no, the teacher is superior to all of your mothers. And we were taken aback that, come on, just because you are a teacher, how can you have the audacity to say that you are superior to our mothers? So on a lighter note, she said that a mother can put to sleep how many of her children at a time? One, two, three, four. कितने बच्चे होंगे एक माँ के? और एक साथ वो माँ सुलाने जाए तो कितने बच्चों को एक साथ वो माँ सुला सकती है? जो गिने चुने. But a boring teacher can put to sleep an entire classroom of this size. So, at the very outset, I want to give that disclaimer that tonight, I don't want to become that teacher in your life who will be superior to your mothers. Hopefully, for another 1 hour, we'll have at least a wakeful session. Jagrat avastha mein, because nowadays, everyone is so much used to audio visual. So here, we are trying to make something over here visualized in front of you, and there is a little bit of audio also going on. Hopefully, you are able to hear my audio. So let's try to delve into this subject of trying to unleash. When we say unleashing, just like dogs, they are on leash. कुत्तों को पट्टा बांधा जाता है, and then when they are released, या रिहा करना, of course, the more appropriate term for tonight's discussion would be हमारे अंदर का जो हमारा सही परिचय है, our true self, उसे उजागर करना. Now, whenever audience, when they hear my introduction, just like you heard my introduction, and then the other is when they see me. Okay, so now many of you must have read my introduction. I don't know about how the advertisement went about this program. You must have read my introduction, and then when someone just reads the introduction, okay, ex-Air Force, ex-fighter pilot, a tennis champion, so you have a certain image. Okay, किस प्रकार का बंदा होगा. And then when you saw me walking, ex-fighter pilot, इन कपड़ों में, and tennis champion, धोती में. So many times, there is like a internal short circuit. उस type का हो सकता है. I remember this was in Pennsylvania, Penn State University. So there I was invited for a similar kind of a talk. And dressed like this in my saffron robes, I went. And, as soon as the authorities, the organizers, when they saw me dressed up like this, they said, no, this is America, by the way. Okay, in India, people are taken aback. Of course, here, I so much appreciate that everything over here is so much full of culture and, our Vedic Sanskriti. But imagine America. And over there, this Penn State University, when they saw me like this, are you the speaker? I said, yeah, I'm the speaker. And you plan to speak to our students dressed up like this? No way. I said, well, I don't have any other change of clothes. This is the only pair I'm wearing right now. So, the term which they used, they said that you don't look like dressed up as a gentleman. That was the term used. You don't look like dressed up as a gentleman. Of course, because they had no other choice, I had no other choice, so they had to allow me to speak wearing these robes of mine. So as soon as I was took up the dais, the podium, I said, in your country, it seems that a tailor makes you into a gentleman. But the country from which I am coming, culture makes one a gentleman. This word culture is a very interesting word. In English, like you may have one word and they may have so many synonyms, It can be used in so many different ways according to the context. So this word culture, how you turn milk into yogurt, या हमारी भाषा में कैसे दूध का दही कैसे बनता है. So in English it's called, when you put some culture in milk, that turns into yogurt. So it's called the cultured milk. See, another synonym for that, it's a cultured milk. So that word culture, we understand culture as, say, our samskars, samskriti. And culture also means like, here in Maharashtra, what is it called? Virgin? वो थोड़ा सा डालते ना, विरजन ना, विरजन, थोड़ा सा डालते हैं, जामन बोलते हैं हिंदी में, मराठी में आप लोग समझ गए, उसको बोलते हैं कल्चर इंग्लिश में. एक और मतलब कल्चर का. Now, if I ask you, how will you determine that milk has turned into 100% complete yogurt? होता ना, बीच में भी आ जाता ना कभी बार, ठीक से अगर दूध को नहीं दही जमाया है तो बीच में थोड़ा सा यहाँ वहाँ अटका हुआ. So how will you determine what are the symptoms of a yogurt? What are the symptoms of a yogurt? Anyone? I want this to be a dialogue, not just a monologue. Not just one-way traffic, okay? Because I want you to be remain awake, not just, I become superior to your mothers. So one symptom of yogurt is, it gets thickened. The consistency changes. Is it not? The consistency changes. One Englishman, he was visiting India, and he was very much fascinated by the different cuisines in India. अलग अलग पकवान है ना हमारे के, उत्तर भारत में जाइए, दक्षिण में जाइए, अलग अलग ऐसे ऐसे पकवान हैं. तो वो बहुत आकर्षित था. He was too fascinated. So he walks in a halwai shop. Now he sees, this big, huge, stout, pot-bellied halwai, and he's making lassi. And with so much of dramatics in making that lassi, having one pot in this hand and the other in this hand and going up and down and making that lassi. And he was so much impressed. Wow, what is this happening? So he goes and he's asking, hey man, what's happening? So now our halwai, little bit of English, Hindi, tutti putti, yahan wahan ki jod ke, he's tried to explain to this Englishman. He said, lassi, up and down. Lassi, up and down. He said, up and down he understood. What is lassi? Dahi. Don't know dahi. Dahi means milk, sleeping at night, morning becoming tight. So that was his desi explanation of what is dahi. Milk sleeping at night, morning becoming tight. Not in that sense, okay? So the consistency changes. What else? What else do you find a change in that milk? Taste, yes. It becomes sour, a bit sour. Milk is sweet taste. And then the smell, of course. So you see, which means if I'm using the example of having a cultured life, analogous to what? Cultured milk. So if something as simple and as insignificant as milk, when it is cultured, should have symptoms of that change, what to speak of we human beings? If we call ourselves cultured and civilized, we are supposed to show symptoms of change within us. Do you all agree? That change for a better life for ourselves, better life for whoever comes in contact. So, of course, this is not part of, the talk which I had prepared, but, just getting all the reports of the wonderful activities which are happening over here, so much full of culture, so much full of, putting one's heart and soul, not just trying to make money, not just even trying to impart some education, but trying to impart culture along with that education, which is so rare. It's really, really very rare. And once again, sir, I would like to congratulate you for this wonderful things which you are doing. So, herein, I would like to begin our tonight's talk by using the example. I don't know how many of you are able to see this clearly? You are able to see this clearly, or do we need to switch off some of the lights? I don't know, because you are supposed to look at the presentation. Is it okay? I can't hear. It's okay, okay. So this gentleman, I can read out if you can't read, Michelangelo. All of you must have heard of Michelangelo. The very famous Italian, not just a sculptor, he was coming out with masterpieces. Not just, such an adept sculptor, but a painter, and he was also a poet. But there is one incident from his life. as he was coming out with masterpiece after masterpiece, he was asked this question by someone that what is it that you do that every particular artwork which comes out as you are sculpting is a masterpiece? A very wonderful answer he gave. He said, I don't do anything. I take a marble block, okay, because he's a sculptor. So he said, I take a marble block, and the only thing I do, the masterpiece is already there in that marble block. I simply chip off the excess marble. What a wonderful way, and what a humble way, with so much of humility. Well, it requires a lot of expertise where to chip off. How much to chip off, how much to chisel in order to make a masterpiece. But out of his humility, he said that the masterpiece is already there in that square or rectangle wooden block. I simply remove the excess, which is unnecessary. That's what sculpting is. To remove the unnecessary marble from the masterpiece. So what Michelangelo was trying to say is that I unleash the masterpiece from the arrest of that marble block. That's what I do. Now, tonight's topic is also something like that. That we are not just having a masterpiece within us, but in fact we are all born master's piece with an apostrophe. We are all born what? Who is the master? Here. He is the master. So we are all, HMB kya hai? His master's voice. So we are all his master's piece. And right now, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to chisel out tonight, within this 1 hour, we are trying to chisel out what is unnecessary from this masterpiece. Do you all agree with that? You are all with me? You are ready to be chiseled? All the excess unnecessary to be chiseled out. Now herein, very interesting, it is said that an egg, when you hit upon an egg from outside, the life inside dies. But when the life which is inside breaks the egg from inside, life is born. The same egg, when it is broken from outside, life ends. But when it is broken from inside by a chick or by a birdling or whoever, life begins. So similarly, my dear friends, we have to, with just one simple example of an egg and Michelangelo, that we have to, just like if I show you milk, and if I ask you, is there butter in this milk? What would you say? Of course, from where else butter comes? So butter is there in that milk, but you can't locate where the butter is. मैं आपको दूध दिखाऊं बोलो कि बताओ मक्खन कहाँ है यहाँ पर, आप दिखा नहीं पाओगे, उसको locate नहीं कर पाओगे. But there is a process by which you can churn out that butter from that milk. Similarly, there is a process by which we can unleash the real self, not just the real self, but the powers of the real self. And that is what is required. In fact, the literal meaning of the word education, it comes from the Latin word educare, which means to draw out what is inherent within us. So, when we talk of this body of ours, how do we address each other? Generally, we address each other with our bodies, okay? If I ask someone that, how is everybody at home? ऐसे पूछा जाता ना, How is everybody at home? In fact, the pronunciation might be how is everybody at home, but actually, if you spell it out, how is every body at home? हिंदी में इसको लिटरल ट्रांसलेट अगर करें, घर के सारे शरीर कैसे हैं? कैसा लगता है सुनने में? घर के सारे शरीर कैसे? अब भगवत गीता के अनुसार तो हम शरीर नहीं, हम आत्मा है. तो अगर वो प्रश्न किसी से पूछा जाए, घर की आत्माएं कैसी हैं? ये तो थोड़ा और अजीबोगरीब लग जाता है. बिकॉज वी आर सो मच यूज टू बॉडी. हाउ इज एवरी बॉडी? एनी body, some body, like that. But you know, sorry. Yeah. So, when we are talking of going beyond the anatomy of our existence, which means we are actually, even when we try to relate with people, say in a family, as a relationship, or with anyone else, we are trying to relate not just with that person's body. Of course, it's a via medium. This body is a via medium. But when people want to get into a relationship, so somebody wants to get married, what are they actually looking into? Of course, good looking, handsome, pay package, all of that stuff. But finally it boils down to what? Character कैसा है? Attitude कैसा है? उसके क्या बोलते हैं? Metaphysical personality उसकी कैसी है? And all of these stuffs. We are so much accustomed to dealing with each other's body. I remember one of our Air Force parties, there was this one शेर of मिर्ज़ा गालिब. तो मिर्ज़ा गालिब ने अपने शरीर से हम कितने आसक्त होते हैं, इसके ऊपर एक शेर फरमाया. मिर्ज़ा गालिब फरमाते हैं, एक दिन मच्छर ने मुझे काटा, मच्छर ने मुझे काटा, मच्छर का जुनून था. समझते हैं ना? हिंदी समझ रहे हैं ना सब लोग? आप लोग? एक दिन मच्छर ने मुझे काटा, मच्छर का जुनून था, उसके काटने पर मैंने खुजाया, ये मेरा सुकून था. मच्छर ने जब काटा तो उसका जुनून था, मैंने उस पर जब खुजाया तो ये मेरा सुकून था. चाहकर भी मैंने उस कमबख्त मच्छर को नहीं मारा, चाहकर भी मैंने उस कमबख्त मच्छर को नहीं मारा, क्योंकि उसके रगों में भी मेरा ही खून था. My dear friends, when it comes to this mortal frame, this physical being, according to science, there is one Dr. Monson from the University of Illinois, and he once came out that if you put up all the chemicals which this body is made up of, there is calcium, there is iron, there is iodine, and all these different chemicals this body is made up of. And the proportion of those chemicals, to what proportion those chemicals are there in one human body. You go out in the market to buy all those chemicals in those proportions. You know how much is the market value of the chemical composition of this body? Converted into INR, rupees 110. ये ले. अर्थात ये जो मेरा पूरा शरीर है, केमिकली यदि मैं इसका मूल्यांकन करने जाऊं तो सिर्फ 110 रुपए का हूं मैं. रियली ये मेरी वैल्यू है. एंड अ स्मॉल एक्सरसाइज. योर डियर फ्रेंड, ओके, was riding a bicycle. बाइसिकल कितने का आता है? 5,000, 6,000, पता नहीं कितने का आता है आजकल बाइसिकल. Let's assume 5,000. Okay, riding a bicycle, meets with an accident. Bicycle is in pieces, your friend is in pieces. whom will you attend to? By the way, friend chemically is 110 rupees. Bicycle, 5,000 rupees. Whom will you attend to? Your friend or the bicycle? Okay, let's go further. Your friend was riding a Harley Davidson, costing maybe lakhs. Again, same thing happened. Met with an accident, Harley Davidson is in pieces, your friend is in pieces. Whom will you attend to? I am getting confused answers here. Let's go further. Your friend was driving a Mercedes Maybach, crores of rupees. Accident. Mercedes is in pieces. Friend is in pieces. Now, honestly, my dear friends, whom will you attend to? You are not good businessmen. 110 worth against crores. Why? On a serious note now, why you all unanimously said, कई बोलेंगे फ्रेंड पे डिपेंड करेगा कौन था है ना पॉइंट वैलिड है ना I said your best friend. Okay, so why all the time, starting from the bicycle to the bike to the Mercedes car, that you choose or you opted to attend to your friend? Because you are not seeing your friend merely a chemical composition worth 110 rupees. You are seeing someone who is far beyond just rupees 110. So therefore, when we say that we have to go beyond the anatomy of our life, we have to understand what is the real self. We are coming to that. What is our real self? And to understand our real self, I would like to use a small anecdote. पेंसिल, हम सब ने पेंसिल इस्तेमाल करी है, हम सब वाकिफ हैं पेंसिल से. तो पेंसिल के जो निर्माता, creator of a pencil, after creating pencil, gave 6 instructions to the pencil. Very interesting. Kindly pay attention. Those 6 instructions given to the pencil after he created the pencil. The first instruction: your real value lies within you, my dear pencil. That was the first instruction. The second instruction: only when that within comes without will you be of any use. The second instruction. The third instruction, my dear friends: for that within to come without, the process will be very painful. The fourth instruction: only when you are in the hands of a proper writer will you be impactful, my dear pencil. The fifth instruction: wherever you go, my dear pencil, you will leave a mark behind you, either positive or negative. And the final instruction given to the pencil: even if you commit mistakes, even if you commit the gravest of errors, my dear pencil, it can be erased and it can be rewritten. How do you like these instructions? Now, let's go one by one. These 6 instructions given to the pencil, just for all of you to jot down, maybe with a pencil. The first instruction: let's try to draw parallels now with our existence, with our self. Just like for a pencil, when this instruction was given to the pencil, that your real value lies within you. It is the lead which is within the wooden portion of the pencil. Similarly, if we try to understand ourself, it is not just how we look, what is the complexion of my skin, what is, whether I'm having a very hot looking body, or whether I'm the most handsome or not so handsome, whatever. We have personalities like, Dr. Sir Abdul Kalam, wonderful thing he said, that when someone says, are you handsome? He said, According to me, the definition of being handsome is when you extend your hand to some. That is the definition of handsome. So the real value when you look at the person, is that person trustworthy? Is that person honest? Is that person cultured? Is that person truthful? All of these, they are like the lead of the pencil, which is the most valuable part of the pencil. Yes, you need the wooden portion also in order to hold the pencil. We need the physical being, the physical body, but the real value is the lead inside the pencil. The second instruction, only when the within comes, without will you be of any use. Now, how many times we have seen that pencil, if it's, the lead doesn't come out, just, the wooden thing, kaan saaf kar sakte hain. Or whatever else, you can just tease someone else with that, but you can't do anything useful unless that thing comes out. So similarly, my dear friends, kindly take this seriously, that along with all the other academic skills which you are pursuing over here, try to also unleash your real self, what we are discussing tonight. And this is something very interesting. For within to come without, the process will be very, very painful. For a pencil, if you ask the pencil, अरे भाई क्या तुम बिना शार्पनिंग में संतुष्ट हो क्या? पेंसिल को अगर पूछा जाए, अरे भाई मैं एग्जिस्टेंस उसके लिए थोड़ी है, मेरे अंदर जो मेरा लेड है उसको बाहर निकालो, लेकिन उसको बाहर निकालने के लिए शार्पनिंग करना पड़ेगा. वो जो शार्पनर के मुंह में उस पेंसिल को डाल के उसको घुमा के, और क्या है वो, उस ब्लेड है उसमें. So right now what's happening? The sharpening is happening. Yes, right now if I have showed you some Bollywood or Hollywood movie, that would have been more entertaining. But यहाँ पर तो ये बंदा आ गया इन कपड़ों में, और अभी तो हमको बोल दिया है कि प्रोग्राम अटेंड करना है, 1 घंटे तक ये बड़बड़ करेगा, और रिमोट इसके हाथ में है, चैनल भी चेंज नहीं कर सकते इधर तो, है ना. और पता नहीं कौन कौन सी बातें बोल रहा है, इतनी सर के ऊपर से बाउंसर जा रहे हैं कहीं, तो ऐसे ऐसे टर्म्स है ना. मुश्किल लग रहा है ना, ऐसे टर्म्स जो हैं, ऐसे टाइप का जो टॉपिक होता है, इट्स लाइक द शार्पनिंग विच इज गोइंग ऑन. बट मैं एक चीज़ आपको बताऊं, मैंने जो ज़िंदगी में बहुत सारी इतने अलग अलग ठोकरों से बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो सीखी है ना, कि जब तक आप आपकी ज़िंदगी में ठोकर नहीं खाओगे ना, तब तक आप स्ट्रांग नहीं बनोगे. स्ट्रांग बनने के लिए ठोकर खाना वो सबसे ज़रूरी है. जो लोग सिर्फ सफलता सफलता सफलता, केवल जो सफलता के आदी हो जाते हैं ना, वो फुसके होते हैं अंदर से. I'll tell you, there is one division in the Australian Army, and for recruitment into those special forces in the Australian Army, they have one condition, which is a very unusual condition. And the unusual condition is, during the recruitment, they ask the candidate, have you ever failed in your life? If the candidate says, अभी देखो कोई भी इंटरव्यू में अगर पूछा रहे, भाई तुम कभी फेल हुए हो क्या, स्कूल में, कॉलेज में, यूनिट टेस्ट में, यहाँ वहाँ कभी फेल हुए हो? कैसे बोलने में थोड़ा, फेल भी हुआ तो बोलने में थोड़ा हिचकिचाते हैं ना, कैसे बोले फेल हुआ था मैं, और बुरी तरीके से फेल हुआ था. If someone says he has never failed, he is not taken in that special forces. You know why? Because if you have never failed in your life, you have never become strong to face failure. देखिए, ये जो आप लोगों ने ऑब्जर्व किया कोरोना काल में, जब ये 2 साल में कितने हमने एहतियात बरते, मास्क लगाना है, सैनिटाइजर टच नहीं करना है, ये कुछ कितने सारे हमने, और उसके बावजूद कितनों को कोविड हो गया. बट आपने ऑब्जर्व किया कि जो रास्ते के भिखारी, सड़क पे जो रहने वाले, वो जो है ना खाली एक टेंट में या ऐसे ही सोने वाले, उनके बच्चों को देखो, उनके बच्चों को इतनी आसानी से सर्दी खांसी नहीं चढ़ती। पता है क्यों? क्योंकि उनका इम्यून सिस्टम इतना स्ट्रांग हो जाता है सड़क पर रहने की वजह से, और इतने चैलेंजेस, हर प्रकार के क्लाइमेटिक चैलेंजेस और हर प्रकार के पॉवर्टी स्ट्रिकन चैलेंजेस को वो इतना डील करते हैं कि लोहा बन जाता है, इम्यून सिस्टम उनका स्ट्रांग हो जाता है। और कई बार हम देखते हैं कि अमीर ज़ादों के जो बच्चे होते हैं, एसी में कंबल वंबल डाले हुए, उसमें भी सर्दी खांसी हो जाती है उनको। क्यों? क्योंकि चैलेंजेस फेस नहीं किया, उसके वजह से स्ट्रांग नहीं हुए। इसलिए हमारा यही कहना है कि एक उम्र है 15 साल से लेके 30 साल की उम्र तक इतना रगड़म पट्टी होना चाहिए, जो हमने खुद किया, इतना रगड़म पट्टी होना चाहिए कि 30 साल की उम्र के बाद का जो जीवन है वो लोहा बन जाना चाहिए। इसलिए हमारे जीवन में ये जो थर्ड इंस्ट्रक्शन है ना, इस पेंसिल को जो दिया, ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। जब तक हम नहीं गुजरेंगे ना, वो शार्पनिंग प्रोसेस से नहीं गुजरेंगे ना, तब तक शार्पन नहीं होगा इंटेलिजेंस, हमारा माइंड, हमारे स्किल्स, हमारी कलाएं, ये सब शार्पन। और जब तक देखो, कोई आर्टिस्ट है, कोई अगर आर्टिस्ट है जो पेंसिल से कुछ स्केच कर रहा है, आर्ट वर्क बना रहा है, क्या होता है? अगर वो पेंसिल ब्लंट हो गया, लेड ब्लंट हो गया, तो अब अगर वो बोले अरे मैं टाइम वेस्ट क्यों करूं इसको शार्पन करने के लिए, है ना? कई बार लोग बोलते हैं ना, अरे यार तुम्हारे ऐसे ये स्पिरिचुअल सेमिनार्स और वर्कशॉप्स को अटेंड करने के लिए टाइम किसके पास है? सबसे महत्वपूर्ण आजकल एक्सक्यूज क्या है? टाइम किसके पास है? तो यदि वो आर्टिस्ट टाइम नहीं निकालेगा उस पेंसिल को शार्पन करने के लिए, तो क्या होगा? उसका जो आर्ट वर्क होगा वो भी ब्लंट होगा उसकी पेंसिल की तरह। बट द मोमेंट he takes out time to sharpen the pencil, what will be the end result? The end result will be, the artwork will be of quality. So my dear friends, if you take out time to sharpen your life with these kind of wonderful instructions, I'll guarantee you that the outcome of your life will be of quality. Just like for that artist, the artwork will be of good quality. Then, the next instruction, only when you are in the hands of a proper writer will you be impactful. Arjun was the most skilled warrior. Taking the example of Arjun, but he couldn't lift the Gandiva bow. That Arjun who had defeated the entire Kuru Sena single-handedly, वेपतुश्च शरीरे में रोम हर्षश्च जायते गांडीवम श्रम सते हस्ता त्वक चैव परिदह्यते. This is what Arjuna is saying, that forget about fighting, I can't even lift my Gandiva bow. And he was the most accomplished. Why? Because Arjun at that point of time had not taken, he has not given his pencil in the hands of a proper writer. So Krishna became the proper instructor, that mentor in the life of Arjun, so that Arjun could hold that pencil or that Gandiva and know how to properly use. Wherever you go, you will leave a mark behind, either positive or negative. Yes, definitely, we will be leaving some mark. Just like you meet someone, even for 5 minutes, you will leave a mark behind. You know, that person, अरे यार बड़ा अच्छा लगा इस बंदे से बात करके, और अरे यार कैसा बात करता है ये, either positive or negative, doesn't matter. Even if you commit mistakes, it can be erased and it can be rewritten. And that is the beauty of this human form of life. Yes, it is said to err is human. We are full of errors, so many mistakes. इस पूरे कमरे में कोई एक बंदा भी मुझे बता दीजिए जिसने कभी कोई गलती नहीं करी। हम सब ने, इसलिए मैं कहता हूं कि यदि गलती एक बार हो तो उसको गलती बोलते हैं, परंतु बार बार यदि जब कोई उसी गलती को रिपीट करता रहता है तो वो फिर मुजरिम हो जाता है, वो गुनहगार हो जाता है, वो फिर सिर्फ गलती करने वाला व्यक्ति नहीं रहता। So these are the wonderful instructions with which we can unleash the real self from within. Now, this is a very interesting question which we all should be asking, literally even the smallest thing which we do in our life. And what is that question? What's your why? Now, you see, one of my friends, who is also part of our society organization, so he got a video game, the latest video game for his 10-year-old kid. Birthday present, and this kid was so happy, and it was the latest one. You know, the first question the kid asked the father, "Dad, teach me how to play, how to use this video game." That was a natural question. The dad taught him. The week after that, the dad got him, Bhagavad Gita. अब भगवद गीता जैसे ही पिताजी ने अपने बेटे को दिया, बेटा नेचुरल क्वेश्चन क्या था? क्यों? Why? When it came to video game, the question was how. When it came to Bhagavad Gita, the question was why. See, the level of our intelligence is determined the kind of questions we ask. जैसे एक बार मैं ऐसे ही बॉम्बे में लेक्चर दिया, मैंने पूरा माइंड के ऊपर लेक्चर दिया था, पावर पॉइंट के साथ अलग अलग तरीके से समझाने की कोशिश किया। उसके बाद में एक स्टूडेंट, इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट, मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछता है, सर बिल्ली जब रास्ता काटती है तो क्या सोचना चाहिए? टॉपिक से कोई कनेक्शन नहीं था। मैंने बोला बिल्ली जब रास्ता काटती है तो ये सोचना चाहिए वो तुमसे ज्यादा घाई में है। Now, if I ask you something, okay, that can someone who is good at high jump can leap up and try to touch the ceiling of this auditorium? अगर मैं आप लोगों को ये प्रपोजल दूं, कूद के सीलिंग को टच करने कोई कर सकता है क्या? Whoever is having a little bit of brain, gray matter, will ask a natural question, क्यों? अच्छा खासा सेमिनार चल रहा है, ये क्या दिमाग में चली तुम्हारे कि खड़े होके कूद के सीलिंग को टच करो, है ना? A sensible, sane, intelligent person will ask this sensible question, why should I do that? Okay? Second proposal. You can earn 10 crores in 1 week. What question now? है ना? How? Anybody asking this question? Why 10 crores? You will consider that person? So, my dear friends, this particular question, why, it's so important. Like, for example, if if there is a wooden plank which is barely the size of your foot, the sole, foot sole, and it's say 3 meters, and if I ask you, can you walk from this distance to that 3 meters, balancing, I'll give you 10,000 rupees. Well, most of you would be able to do that, 3 meters, point A to point B, yeah, I can do that. Now, I take that same wooden plank atop 200-story buildings और उसके बीच में वुडन प्लैंक लगाऊं और मैं बोलूं यहां से वहां जाना है और एक फूटी कौड़ी नहीं मिलेगी, कितने लोग जाएंगे? कितने लोग एग्री होंगे जाने के लिए? यू आर अटॉप 200-story बिल्डिंग। बट मैं बोलता हूं कि मैं फिर भी बिना पैसे दिए ये काम करा सकता हूं आपसे। जब इस बिल्डिंग से दूसरी बिल्डिंग आग लगी हुई है, आपकी बहन, आपकी माँ, आपके भाई, आपके माता पिता वो वहां पर जलकर मर सकते हैं, तो आप बिना पैसे लिए उस वुडन प्लैंक पर चलकर जाएंगे। क्यों? इट्स नॉट हाउ, बट द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई। That's the question. That's the most important question which you should be asking. Again, Bhagavad Gita, Arjun in the entire Bhagavad Gita is not asking Krishna how to fight. एक भी श्लोक नहीं है जहां पर अर्जुन भगवान से पूछ रहे हैं कि भगवान मुझे बताओ कि मैं कैसे ये मेरा धनुष और बाण चलाऊं। नहीं, एक भी क्वेश्चन ऐसा नहीं। But the question is, why should I fight? मैं क्यों लड़ूं? So that's the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and that's the essence of all of us, that we should know, what we should know, कि मैं मेरे जीवन में जो कुछ कर रहा हूँ, मैं अगर यहाँ पर कॉलेज में इस यूनिवर्सिटी में मैं आया हूँ, मैं आई हूँ, तो मैं क्यों आया हूँ, मैं क्यों आई हूँ? मुझे यदि यहाँ पर ये एजुकेशन हासिल करना है तो उस एजुकेशन को हासिल करने के बाद मेरा योगदान क्या होना चाहिए? क्यों मैं पैसे कमाना चाहता हूं या पैसे कमाने चाहती हूं? So this why question will also determine that are you really unleashing your true self from within. Interesting geometry I would like to teach you. We have segment B and D. So B stands for birth and D stands for death. But according to the alphabetical arrangement, there is something called C in between, which means that C stands for choice. And choice is something which is always in our hands. You haven't controlled your birth, हाँ? चुन के आए थे, मैं मुझे अंबानी के परिवार में पैदा होना है, पूरा मैं चूज करके मैंने पूरा एप्लीकेशन डालकर, नहीं. You couldn't choose, you can't choose your death also. But what you can choose is the big, gap in between your birth and your death, which is called the choice. And the choices which you make, in fact, we, right now, all of us over here, whatever age we are in, we are nothing but the choices which we made at every single moment since we took birth. मुझे याद है जब हमारा पासिंग आउट परेड हुआ, उसके बाद फिर जब पोस्टिंग हुई ट्रेनिंग के पश्चात, तो फिर फर्स्ट पार्टी जो थी उसके अंदर बोतलें खोली गई, समझ लो कौन सी बोतलें, बोतलें खोली गई. एंड आई वॉज ऑलवेज अ टी टोटलर, नेवर इनटू ड्रिंकिंग. तो हुआ क्या कि अब सब लोगों को लगा कि स्पॉइल स्पोर्ट है, क्या है, पीता भी नहीं है. तो मुझे याद है एक पार्टी में मेरे कमांडर ने मुझे पूछा था कि शरद, दैट वाज माय लीगल नेम, शरद, व्हाई डोंट यू ड्रिंक, व्हाई डोंट यू गो अलोंग विद द फ्लो? सब लोग पी रहे हैं, तुम क्यों नहीं पीते? व्हाई डोंट यू गो अलोंग विद द फ्लो? सो ही वाज ऑलवेज यूजिंग दैट वर्ड, व्हाई डोंट यू गो अलोंग विद द फ्लो? आई सेड, सर, ओनली डेड फिश गो अलोंग विद द फ्लो. है ना? Fishes, when they are dead, they have no other choice. They have to go along with the flow. तो ये जो पार्टी हुई, इस पार्टी के अंदर अभी सब लोग, हम लोग एक ही एज ग्रुप के थे, तो उसमें फिर सब लोग ने अपनी अपनी बोतलें खोली कोई. और पता है रम का भी क्या ब्रांड था मुझे पता नहीं, ओल्ड मॉन्क. ये पता नहीं था कि एक दिन मैं भी मॉन्क बन जाऊंगा उसको नहीं पी के. तो वहाँ पर ये सारी कोई विस्की खोला, कोई ओल्ड मॉन्क खोल रहा है, हाँ, तो अलग अलग उनके जो भी ब्रांड थे वो सारे खोल के वो लोग पार्टियां कर रहे थे। तो अभी मेरे सामने कुछ तो रखना है पीने के लिए, तो मैंने कहा मैं तो भैया नींबू पानी पीऊँगा। तो नींबू पानी अरेंज करने के लिए उनको मेस में जाना पड़ा, वहाँ से नींबू पानी मेरे लिए अरेंज किया। फिर बाद में होता है ना, एक दो पैक के बाद में फिर थोड़ा डिक्शनरी चेंज हो जाती है, लैंग्वेज चेंज होता है, हाँ, टोन चेंज होता है, हालचाल चेंज होते हैं, हाँ? तो ऐसे फिर एक दो पैक के बाद में फिर वो गाना गाना शुरू किए सब लोग, हाँ? सब गायक बन जाते हैं फिर, चाहे गाना आए ना आए, गायक सब बन जाते हैं फिर एक दो पैक के बाद। तो गाना गाना शुरू किए और गाना अपना 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 ग्लास हाथ में उठाकर गाना गा रहे। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नज़र ना हम पर डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे रहेंगे हिंदुस्तानी। ऐसे करके अपना ग्लास सामने करके गाना गा रहे। तो सब लोग उसको रिपीट कर रहे थे। तो फिर मेरी तरफ सब लोग देखे, तू भी गा। तो मैंने भी अपना ग्लास उठाया, और मैंने भी फिर अपनी ही रचना उनको सुनाई। सुनना चाहोगे? तो मैंने सुनाया, सुनो ओ दारू पीने वालों, बुरी नजर ना मुझ पर डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे रहेगा नींबू पानी। Again, coming back to what choices you make in your life will decide whether you are worthy of being born and how glorious will be your death. How much you will be honorably remembered. Just like, we were remembering all these wonderful ancestors of our sir, the grandfather, the father, and we were honoring them because they led such an honorable life, which means, honorable life means using your C very wisely. And this is a wonderful technique. If you want to really be peaceful in trying to unleashing your true self, just remember this car principle. If you ride this car, you will always be peaceful in your life. This car will never ever take you into any accident. So the C in this car stands for change the changeable. There are many things in our lives which we can change. Many times people ask me this question, sir, बताओ free will और destiny में क्या अंतर है? A very typical question. कि एक हमारा free will होता है और एक क्या है, वो ट्रक के पीछे होता है ना, शेवटी नसीब, है ना, वो ट्रक के पीछे लिखा होता है ना, डेस्टिनी, अंत में क्या है, फाइनल डेस्टिनी. तो फिर दिस क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड. So one time when this question was asked, I said, okay, in a very simplistic way, I would like to answer this question. What is the difference between free will and destiny? I said, your height is your destiny and your weight is your free will. हाइट जो है वो तुम्हारे डेस्टिनी के अनुसार तुम्हारी होती रहेगी. कितने मोटे, कितने पतले, कितने क्या होगे, ये तुम क्या खाओगे, कितना एक्सरसाइज करोगे, ये है तुम्हारा फ्री विल. सो यस, देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स विच वी कैन चेंज. वी कैन चेंज आवर हैबिट्स, we can change our viewpoints, we can change our attitudes and also our situations. Then the A stands for there are things which are unchangeable. हम यदि इंडिया में पैदा हुए, हाँ, और अमेरिका का वीज़ा नहीं मिल रहा है, तो उसको आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते. हम जिस कॉम्प्लेक्शन के साथ पैदा हुए, है ना. Another, this incident I remember, again when I was in the UK, this question was asked to me, and it was these kind of questions were quite bold and sometimes a little offensive questions also. So this question was asked to me, why in your country, India, I see that so much change in complexion. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, and he was a white Britisher. So he said that sometimes I see you Indians, you are fair complexioned. And then some Indians I see, they are brown skinned. Batata vada achhi se paka hua hai. And then some I see, they are totally pitch black, jet black. So why so much of differentiation in the skin tone in India? Like, look at us. We here in England, we are all one skin tone, white. We are all white. Now I found that question a bit offensive. He was trying to deride just based on complexion, skin color. So I said, sir, have you seen horses? Horses always, they are of different colors. You'll find horses black in color, beautiful looking black horses. You will see horses brown in color. You will see horses white in color. But donkeys are all one color. He got the point. उसके बाद में कभी उसने ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछे नहीं. So yes, coming back to accept the unchangeable. We have to go beyond. We already discussed. Go beyond the skin color. Go beyond, all these different kind of denominations which we think is making us so much divided. Because finally, it's the Atma, it's the self which matters the most. And R stands for anything which is unacceptable, remove that from your life. So this car, if all of you drive in your life, I guarantee that you will have the most peaceful ride of all times, and you will never ever meet with any accidents. Who is this? A circus tiger. So herein, towards the conclusion of my talk tonight, I would like to reiterate this point, that all of us, we must have seen a circus tiger. Now, a circus tiger is a caged tiger. He lives in a cage. But what happens to a circus tiger? He gets his meal in time. है ना? जो रिंग मास्टर है, वो सर्कस के शेर को टाइम पर उसको उसका खाना ला कर देता है. उसको कहीं पर और जद्दोजहद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. उसको टाइम पर उसका खाना मिल जाता है. लेकिन एक जो जंगल का शेर होता है ना, उसको राजा बोलते हैं. उसको राजा क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि उसे कोई रिंग मास्टर रोज टाइम पर उसका खाना लाकर उसको देता नहीं है. लेकिन क्योंकि वो जंगल में रहता है, वो पिंजड़े में नहीं रहता है, इसलिए वो जो शेर है वो शिकार करना जानता है. इसलिए मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा, आप सबको ये कहना चाहूंगा कि सर्कस का शेर मत बनो, जंगल का शेर बनो. क्योंकि 100 साल की नालायक जिंदगी से 3 साल की शानदार जिंदगी भली. So don't become caged animals of this hedonistic, materialistic life, which is just full of rat races. Even if you win that rat race, you'll still remain number 1 rat. So there is no point in running that rat race, okay? And finally, we come to our last slide. Unleashing the power of oneself, we learn from none other than one and only one, Shri Hanumanji. In Ramayana, we have Hanumanji who was given the task to jump over the ocean and find out Sita. And at that point of time, he had forgotten about his own powers. And you must have seen in the Ramayana serial or read Ramayana, heard those stories from Ramayana, that it was Jamwant. जामवंत थे, उन्होंने याद दिलाया हनुमान जी को कि क्या क्या पावर्स हैं हनुमान तुम्हारे अंदर. तो उसी प्रकार से हम सब वो हनुमान की तरह हैं, जो हम हमारी स्वयं की जो शक्तियां हैं, हमारे जो पोटेंशियल्स हैं, उनको हम भूल चुके हैं. और हम सब को हमारी जिंदगी में एक ना एक जामवंत को लाना है, जो हमको याद दिलाए कि हम भी इस भवसागर को पार कर सकते हैं, जैसे हनुमान जी ने उस समुद्र को पार किया. और माता सीता का जो संदेश है, उनका जो समाचार है, वो प्रभु श्री राम तक लेकर आए. So therefore, when we are, like I gave the example of the pencil, that when we are in the hands of a proper writer, Hanumanji, he accomplished what nobody else could accomplish. And Lord Ram was so much indebted to Hanumanji that in the Ramayana it is mentioned that he told Hanumanji, Hanuman, जो कार्य तुमने मेरे लिए, जो सेवा तुमने मेरी की है, उसके बदले में मैं यहाँ पर तो एक वनवासी का जीवन जी रहा हूँ, और तो मैं कुछ दे ही नहीं सकता, मेरे आलिंगन के सिवा और कुछ नहीं दे सकता. और हनुमान जी ने कहा, हनुमान जी वो जिसको हम कहेंगे ना एक सक्सेस स्टोरी, एक ऐसी सक्सेस स्टोरी हनुमान जी कि उन्होंने जो कुछ किया प्रभु श्री राम के लिए, उसमें से उन्होंने सक्सेस लाया. लेकिन उस सक्सेस को उन्होंने अपने दिमाग में नहीं चढ़ाया. इसलिए अंत में मैं आप लोगों से कहना चाहता हूं कि जिंदगी में आप लोगों को दो चीजें मिलेंगी, एक प्रशंसा और एक आलोचना. यू विल गेट दीज टू थिंग्स, ग्लोरिफिकेशन, क्रिटिसिज्म, प्रशंसा और आलोचना. तो ये मेरी अंतिम पंक्तियां याद रखना. प्रशंसा में पिघलना मत. जब प्रशंसा कोई करता है ना, पिघल जाते हैं हम लोग, है ना. प्रशंसा में पिघलना मत, आलोचना में उबलना मत. कोई आलोचना करता है, उबल जाते हैं. प्रशंसा करता है, पिघल जाते हैं. प्रशंसा में पिघलना मत, आलोचना में उबलना मत. निस्वार्थ भाव से, जैसे हनुमान जी ने निस्वार्थ भाव से अपनी सेवा करता चला चल, क्योंकि इस धरा पर धरा का धरा रह जाएगा. So with these words and with this example of Shri Hanumanji, I would like to conclude my talk, that we all need that creator of our pencil to give us those instructions. We need Jamvant in our life. And once again, I look at you and I feel that you are also blessed and honored that you are having all of these wonderful mentors, guides, teachers, professors, and the owners of this institute who are conducting all these wonderful programs and activities for you, so that you can unleash the real true self from within yourself. And yes, the process like sharpening might be difficult, but just like I said, कि ठोकरों से, challenges से हम strong बनते हैं, केवल सफलता से कुछ नहीं प्राप्त होने वाला. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hello. Now we would like to invite with a big round of applause, the guests from the ISKCON temple for small Kirtan here. I'll request them to please come on the stage. I'll request the audience to give a big round of applause and welcome them, please. लाइट्स चालू करा था.
Yeah, you will announce? While the arrangements are being made for Kirtan, there are a few announcements by ISKCON Ahmednagar. Over to ISKCON.
A small announcement, just like now wonderfully Prabhuji has given the session of how to unleash the true self, and he said we require a Jambavan to guide us, to bring about the true self within us. So ISKCON Ahmednagar is taking initiative on the request of like few of the principals and other alumni of the college. We are planning to have the similar sessions forward, such that continuously when we have this kind of sessions, slowly, just like a doctor within us, all of us are doctors, like preparing for the students who are here. The doctor also doesn't come just in one day. It requires around 4.5 years of study, and then apprentice, and then so many years of practice, and then probably the best doctor within us comes out. So what to speak about the true self within us, even that doesn't come in one day. It requires a consistent hearing of such kind of sessions and practicing in our life. So we are planning for different courses and all these things from ISKCON Ahmednagar to be conducted over here by experts. So we just wanted that if all of you are interested, the students over here, if you're interested in such kind of courses to unleash the true self within yourself, you may inform to your principals, sirs and all, and we will be contacting you back. Yes? Okay, already a Google form is created and will be coming to your WhatsApp groups. So you can fill up the forms, and based on your interest, we'll come back and conduct such kind of wonderful sessions for all of you by similar experts like today what we had. Thank you very much.
So we'll be performing this Kirtan. I guess many of you must have attended earlier also. So the way we do is I'll be singing this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra along with the musical instruments, and when I sing, pay attention to the sound vibration, because the name of the Supreme Lord and the Supreme Lord, they are non-different. And then once I finish my lead singing, then in chorus you can try to sing along. Yeah? Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine. Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Clap everybody.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Jai Jai Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you all very much once again.
Hare Krishna. Just 1 minute. I'll just say. Something what you're hearing, that is called Maha Mantra. So everybody needs 3 things. That is healthy mind, healthy body, and a good intelligence. And for sure, by chanting this name, everybody can very easily achieve this. So everybody please follow me. I'll just chant ahead. Everybody of you please follow me. So say behind me, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Little loudly. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Let us sing so loudly that it will reach to Krishna. So let us again start. Chant so loudly with full of, just like Prabhuji said, full of putting your attention and heart. Just follow me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Now third time, the highest, loudest voice. If possible, raise your hands. This is the sign of calling Lord for His mercy, calling Lord for His attention upon us. So raise your hand and chant behind me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Good evening, His Grace Shikshastakam Prabhuji. There is always a link between what happens in and what you are. So between us and ISKCON, there was a connect, which was Sanman, in the form of Sanman. He's always been there. He's been coming to our office. He's been coordinating, and he has been our alumnus. The brief introduction of Dr. Sanman Ghorpade. Please welcome with a big round of applause to Dr. Sanman Ghorpade. He's from our own Loni and presently located in Mumbai. He's a director, global director of medical director of GSK Pharma, and he's our own alumnus. His present designations are global medical director, GSK Pharma. He's done HSC from here itself, 10th board, Pune division, MBBS from our own RMC Loni in 2001. He's done MD Pharmacology from Sage GS Medical College, KM Hospital, and he's got the Best Resident Award and currently Director, GSK Pharma. He's been the link between us and Prabhuji. Please, may I welcome you to the stage.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm really humbled. I really feel privileged and honored. And I take this opportunity to express my deep gratitude towards the Vicky Patil Foundation, because all my education has been done in all the educational institutes established by Vicky Patil family, right from schooling to right from college, secondary college, right from undergraduation. So in fact, when I passed out of 12th, I was getting admission into all the colleges of Maharashtra, because at that time entrance was there, and through entrance I was getting all the colleges. But since I was based in Loni, I chose this over other colleges just because there was facility in our area. And I owe my education as well as all my achievements in life to this area, this college, this foundation. So I don't think you will realize at this moment, because when we were in college, at that time we didn't take it seriously, because what we get, we take it for granted. So maybe there will be a time, if not now, there will be a time when you will look back and look at these experiences that you have had in this institution, and you will really wonder, yeah, I should have made more proper use of these facilities that are available to us. And I'm talking this from my experience. So I really urge you to make maximum out of your experience in this institution, because you can't change anything. So whatever is with us, we can make maximum use of that. Now, I understand that there is going to be a prize distribution ceremony, and I don't want to delay that, but I just want to express my experience. So during the prize distribution ceremony, I think there are two kinds of people. One is bank benchers, and others who are sitting in anticipation of receiving the award. And those who are in the race for awards, they don't know as yet whether they have received the award. They are in most anxiety. Whereas the most happy people are those who are sitting at the back, completely detached from the surrounding and completely unaware and completely blank about what's happening. And I just want to say that it's not a good thing. I'm not saying that that's nice, that's the anxiety, it's not nice to be sitting at the back, because when you perform, there is a pressure to perform. And during that pressure, as Prabhuji explained in our lectures, unless there are difficulties in our life, we won't progress. And I want each and every one of you to progress in your life, experiencing the same kind of difficulties that the toppers go through, as well as try to achieve something in life and have your vision and unleash the powers that are hidden within your true self, just like Michelangelo, who is kind of sculpting the marble slab and creating his beautiful architecture. I would urge each and every one of you to create an architecture out of yourself. And as Prabhuji described, uh, ISKCON Prabhuji described, that there is a concept. So before going to that, there is a concept called as Prabhuji explained about pencil. When it becomes blunt, there is also a story linked to that. And I would just like to take 2 minutes to explain that. So there are two woodcutters with axe, and they have been given a task to cut a tree, a same size tree, same dimension tree. And in that, one woodcutter takes a break and to sharpen his axe, whereas other woodcutter is continuously trying to cut the tree without taking a break. And what do you think? Who will be able to cut the tree better? The one who is taking the time to sharpen his saw or axe, or the other one who is continuously cutting the tree without taking any breaks? What do you think? Sharpen the axe, yes. So that's an unanimous answer. And what we are offering here, as Prabhuji said, we are offering you an opportunity to sharpen your axe. So this program is a part of that particular procedure where you are, from your blunt life, you are coming here to sharpen your axe. And we would like to offer you more and more such opportunities in future as well, wherein you can take advantages of all the courses which Prabhuji mentioned to sharpen the axe. It doesn't take much time. So when you sharpen the axe, it takes just few minutes, but the impact it creates, it's huge, tremendous impact. And therefore, I think we should always take such breaks, and we are offering these courses for all of you to get advantage, to sharpen your axe and move ahead with a faster speed. So with that, thanking all of you, thanking the management, thanking the Vike Patil Saab, thanking the principal sir, thanking Kunkula sir, who has been my inspiration. In fact, Kunkula sir was my teacher during pharmacology days, and I see him as an ideal in my life. So I was telling, sorry for extending, I'm so sorry, but I can't stop praising my guru. So he was saying that we should talk something about you because you belong to this institute and student will get inspiration. I don't know what inspiration you'll get from me, but I really get an inspiration from Kunkuro sir because, and I was saying him, you are a guru and I'm a shishya. It isn't befitting that guru is trying to honor his disciple to ask him to come on the stage. But that's his greatness that he has given me this opportunity. And I really wholeheartedly thank all of you for being such a nice audience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request Dr. Ravindra Manirikar sir to express his gratitude towards the chief guest who we have been fortunate to have.
His Grace Shikshasthakam Prabhuji, Honorable Chancellor Dr. Rajendra Viki Patil sir, Vice Chancellor Dr. Vishnu Magre sir, Suvarnatai Vikhe Patil ma'am, and all heads of the institutes, faculties, teaching, non-teaching staff, and most importantly, the students, you all. It is indeed my proud privilege and fortune to extend the vote of thanks on the most important and the best occasion that would have happened. They say, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutar Dhruvam Nitir Matir Mama. Where there is Krishna, where there is Partha, the Shurveer, Parantapa Partha, Arjun, where there is Niti and Dharma, there is always victory. In your form, sir, the Krishna has arrived, we would say. We will make ourselves as able as Arjuna, the Partha. We will do our best. And I'm sure with that, all of us will emerge victorious. We are very grateful to you, sir, for having come all the way and out of your very busy schedule. In fact, you said that you might have to travel tonight. Tomorrow is also your busy schedule, or tomorrow early morning, 4 o'clock. I don't know how many of you would have woken up by then, but His Grace, Shikshasthakam Prabhuji, despite this busy schedule, has come all the way and has just a glass of coconut water since the time he has come. Our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Rajendra V.K. Patil, sir, you've been always an inspiration. You give us all the guidance. You are there. And just that you being there gives us so much confidence. We are ever grateful to you, sir. Our Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. Vishnu Magre, I see one thing, wherever, even in the most negative aspects, you give us the positive vibes. Whenever there is something negative happening also, you don't discourage us, and that encourages us all the time. And thank you for that, sir. Swarnatai madam, you've been there throughout our program, the Padmanjali, on occasions where you had to travel all the way to Aurangabad to see some patient and then come back. You came directly without resting a moment. You came for Padmanjali just to encourage, just to be there. And when I felt that we were underperforming, or it could have been slightly better, all I got was encouragement. Bahut acha, very good. Your students are doing very well. And this kind of encouragement is what we learn. And we need it. We all need it. So we are grateful to you, ma'am, for being there. Our Punjab Rao Ahir sir, who's not here. The judges, Sunita Kode madam, Jitendra Patil, Kuldeep Kaude sir. You've been there throughout to judge, and it must have been a very tough job, because judging amongst the performances, and I was just telling our sir, the chief guest, that there were Mahabharat there were historic occasions, there were dramas, and sometimes it was also boring. So sitting through all the performances and then judging amongst the best must have been most difficult job, and sparing your valuable time for this, we are grateful to you, sir. All the heads of the institutions, ISKCON Ahmednagar, for having come and given us such wonderful Kirtan, mesmerized, sir. Thank you so much for having come. All the faculty, the students who are being the heart of this. It was just not to mention the number of hours that you have spent in practicing, last 1 month almost or over. And it was after your teaching hours, because nobody spared you during the teaching hours. So between 6 to 9, and then you did your assignments. So hats off to you, salute to you for being there. You learned the team spirit. Your talents were extraordinary, as our Vice Chancellor sir has said, and thank you. Without you, this event would not have happened. So again, thanks to all the students, the non-teaching staff, because like sir said, there are people on the stage and there are more people behind the stage. So the non-teaching staff, the supporting staff, the photographers, the stage management team, the conservancy, security, electronics, they've all been working for you. So we are grateful to all these teams, okay? The organizing committees of Padmanjali. Special mention to Mr. Mahesh Rajgopal and Mr. Appu Babla Tent for having given us, walked an extra mile for this event. And a special mention to AO RMC, Sachin Salunke, and all the student councils. They have, I feel some of my students would have reduced their weight by at least 5 kgs, if not more. The way they have been running around, some of them have lost their voice, they cannot announce. So some are good moments, but thank you very much. And we will have more occasions like this so that you can reduce your weights further. You can be more fitter if you're not going to the gyms. And thanks a lot. This is not the end of the ceremony. The best part is after this. Best is yet to come. So be there, hold your seats for the next.
Thank you, sir. I would now hand over the mic to Dr. Pradeep Borkar, sir, from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam College of Physiotherapy, to continue with the award ceremony.
Now it's time for the announcement of prizes and awards for category of sports in Padmanjali, and to give away, we have Pradeep Borkar sir, student in charge of College of Physiotherapy, to announce this.
Thank you, Rahul sir. The inter-college sports could not happen for last 2 years because of COVID. But this year, the students has participated so enthusiastically, and we have seen the energy out there. And of course, we should thank Bullar sir for conducting all these events very first. So please give a round of applause to Bullar sir and his team. So let us begin with the first announcement, which was conducted on inaugural day. That was the athletics conducted on inaugural day. It was 100-meter sprint, which was owned by...
Ready.
Yes. I request Honorable Chancellor sir and Swamiji, please come on the dais for the distribution of
Prabhuji
prizes.
and Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Suvarnatai madam, and all the head of the institutes with judges, please. I'll request a mic आणि हे काढून घेत आता. टीपॉय भी निकालने के लिए बोलते. टीपॉय पण काढायला लावून टाका. टीपॉय पण काढून घ्या. I'll request Prabhuji to please come on stage for giving away the prizes. Suvarnatai madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, all the head of the institutes, please. ठीक है. Judges. Head of the institutes can give their chairs from the other side.
Let us begin with the first event, 100-meter sprint for the boys, and the winning institute is College of Nursing. I request Sadiq Syed from College of Nursing to please come on the stage.
Music.
Sadiq Syed to College of Nursing.
कमी कर.
100-meter sprint girls. Winner is from RMC, Sanika Nair. Next event was relay, that is 4 into 100-meter relay. That was owned by College of Nursing. Boys, Sadiq Shed, Akash, Rohit and Ankit Harde. Please come on the stage.
All of you give a big round of applause for these guys. College of Nursing, can we hear a loud noise from your side? Big clap for College of Nursing.
4 into 100-meter relay girls. The winner was RMC, Sanika Nair, Richa, Kathy and Avantika. Please come on the stage. Next event is indoor sports, that is chess competition for boys. The winner was RMC again. Aryan Kaude from RMC, please come on the stage. Chess girls winner was from RDC, Sejal Down. Table tennis boys singles. Winners are RMC, Swaraj Kulkarni. I request him to come on the stage, please.
I'll request, if they are absent, I'll request the General Secretary to collect.
Table tennis girls, again winner is RMC. I request Swanandi to come on the stage.
Guru, stay back and collect the awards.
Table tennis doubles, boys winner is RMC, Om and Himanshu. I request them to come on the stage. Next event we have badminton singles. Winners for boys is RMC. I request Viral Siddharth to come on the stage.
Viral.
Badminton doubles. Boys, winners is RMC again. Bhanu Pratap and Parth Srivastav. Please come on the stage. Then we have badminton girls. The winners is from College of Physiotherapy, Sachi Buse. Badminton doubles. Girls winner is again RMC. I request Isha and Anuksha to come on stage. Now let us begin with team events. First is basketball boys. Winners are RMC again. I request Srijit Varghese and team to come on the stage. Basketball girls, again the winners are from RMC. I request Sanika Nair and team to come on the stage. Next event is dodgeball, and the winners are from College of Physiotherapy. I request Shreya Dute and team to come on the stage. Next is cricket boys. Winners are again RMC. I request whole cricket team to come on the stage.
Give it for RMC once again.
Cricket girls. Winners are Rural Dental College, RDC. I request the girls
Come on,
cricket team to
can
come
we
on
hear
the
for
stage.
RDC? Bullar sir.
Next we have volleyball winners. This boys volleyball winners is again College of Physiotherapy. Shiv Sardar and team, please come on the stage. Then we have next event, throw ball. Winner is again College of Physiotherapy. I request throwball team to come on stage. Shikha and team. Then we have boys football and the winner is RMC. I request football team to come on stage.
Hello. Please wait. All those who are taking awards, Inkoru Kalyan Kapitali.
Now let us begin with the inter-university awards, and I call up Sports Director Dr. Sunil Bular sir to come on stage for announcement of same.
Thank you, sir. Department of Sports organizing intercollegiate tournament throughout the year for the constituent institutes of the PIMS DU and select a team to participate in various All India Inter-University Games. So, previous year, 2021-22, 2 teams participated in West Zone Inter-University Tournament. I will call that team for the certificates distribution. First team, West Zone Inter-University Badminton Main Tournament organized by Rajiv Gandhi Praudhyogiki Vishwavidyalaya Bhopal. Our PIMS team participated in that tournament. I will call badminton team to take prizes and certificates. Badminton team. Next is West Zone Inter-University Volleyball Main Tournament organized by Rani Durgavati University, Jabalpur. I will call volleyball PIMS team to take up certificates. Please come on the stage. Volleyball team.
Hello.
Thank you, dignitaries.
Dignitaries, please be on stage. We are coming to the prize distribution of cultural events that happened for the last 3 days in on ground, on stage, prizes for dances and drama, and to announce them, I'll call upon Milin Jagdale sir, round of applause for him, student in charge RDC, and Mayuri to announce the prizes for College of Nursing and RDC.
We'll start with College of Nursing cultural events. For solo dance, it goes to Pankaj Brahmane. For duet, Vaishnavi Parshikar and Monica.
Now we'll continue for the prizes with College of Physiotherapy. So solo dance goes to Arundhati Acharya. For the duet dance, it is Janvi Kulkarni and Anushka Patil. Now coming to the drama, the best actress. Yes, it is Yukta Sonar. And the best actor goes to Siddhant Shinde.
Now, moving to the short film festival. Any guesses who won? For the short film festival, the winners are Truth or Dream by first year MBBS and Days of a Life by final year MBBS. Could we have the winners on the stage, please? The winners for the short film festival are Truth and Dare by first year MBBS and Days of a Life by final year MBBS. Any guesses for who won the solo dance? Yes, it's our own very own president, Aishwarya Budvat from RMC, final year. Let's give her a little cheer, guys. For the duet dance, it's our very own Dhruvi Bhatt and Aradhya Singh. They unfortunately could not be here today. Moving on to the next. For the best act, Nikita will be collecting their awards on their behalf.
Duet dance, Dhruvi Bhatt and Aradhya Singh from RMC. Nikita Jagtap will collect on their behalf. Best Actor in RMC Drama, Male, goes to Pushkar Deshpande. Round of applause for Pushkar, please. Best Actor in Drama from RMC, Female, goes to Amisha Matre. Coming to the last institute, Rural Dental College, and I hand over to Milind sir.
Now we'll start with the dental college. So solo dance, it goes to Vaibhavi Sheke, first year RDC. The duet dance, Unnati Sawar and Priya Reddy. Coming to drama, so the best actress in drama, it goes to Bhagyashri Taide. And the last, the best actor in drama, Adesh Pitare.
Give it for Adesh Pitare from RDC.
Thank you, dignitaries, on the behalf of all council members. I request all the audience to be seated until the dignitaries are leaving. Thank you so much. This is the end of the prize distribution ceremony.
This is the end of PADMANJALI 2022. Can we have a round of applause for everyone who have worked for it?